All right, Coach, so this old place not quite done yet. There is playoff football to be played in the East Bay in Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Number 53, Mike 53. Pilot, 64, weak.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Jones now from the gun, he'll throw, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Raiders pick it up, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You better breathe. I'm letting you know right now. Attack! Hey, switch gears. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, box truck.
Throwing again. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Jones operating from the gun toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Marr able to put this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Yellow. Let's go, little lady. Yellow. Here we go.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That good for 19 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Attack, attack.
Switch. Check 13. Check
15.
Check 43.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Yellow.
Check.
Watch. 50, yellow.
Alert 3.
15.
Check 3.
Right side.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Attack.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going up top. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Fielded just inside the 30. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Now Hunt. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give right side now to Hunt. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 37.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushed him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now Jones. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Block play action. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
70, Indy.
Jones keeps it himself. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Another shot from the one on second and goal.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken short. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
43.
Check 25, check 25, check 37, check 37.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, 57, 57.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
53 smart. Check 53 smart. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's
X3, 218, chop. Get it.
On second down now, it's Hunt. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Jones. From the ground, he'll throw. He completes this to Sutton. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's Cooper. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 47-yard line.
Ready,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Hey, high 7.
Time to go. Night, night.
Shoot.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Jones now going to throw again. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go. 50, play.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Marr is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Yellow.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
15. Go full strip. Undercrunch. 57. Undercrunch.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yellow. Argo Lane. Yellow. Go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Come on, come on. Color. Tighten up. Kill. Yellow. Tight up.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, let's go, baby.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check safety. Check 3.
Yellow.
Jim.
Yellow.
Wide. Get wide.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, Mike 6. Watch the out.
Hey, dude.
I'm coming after you.
Ready.
A final shot before break. Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Mahomes now on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
We want it. Come to my work. Hey, Sunday on Sunday.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Wild Bill. Switch.
Yellow.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 43.
43, last try. I'm coming for you. Mine. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Hey, 57 colors. Get there. Hey, Ripple is.
Check 31.
Now here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Here we go, here we go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, Ripley, Ripley. Check 49. Kill. Back.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Got a man, Slayton. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darius Slayton, 39 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
Hey, Orbit.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Now.
Jones operating from the gun, throwing the out route and complete. That's Hall. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And the Chargers first down.
Come on, set.
Jones now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run again with Hunt. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go, set. 90 Wolf.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Hey, exit. It's a party now. It's a party.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. You go tight. You got tight. You recon, 132 fighter.
Second and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Throwing Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The kick by Maher is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. It's his third field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Yellow, yellow. Check, check. Fresno team. Hatchet.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Smith. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second and 11 now. Jones. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Get it.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Ready, ready! 30 base. Hey, scene 6. Scene 6.
Watch the slant. Mike,
2.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Hey, 15. Check 43.
check nickel.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Check three. Check the backer.
Check 26.
Check 24. Check.
On the ground, this is Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check 56. Your track. Hey, switch gears. Switch. Come on, switch it. Watch safety creep.
Attack.
Safety's creeping. Watch the safety creep.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
15. Yellow.
Shit! Alert flare! Bang!
After the sack on first down, Mahomes, he's going to let this one go deep. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Switch. Check 13. Hero 15.
He's cracked.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught at the 20. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Alert 57.
Check three.
Shift. Rush in.
He's checking.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 21-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go to Johnson again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
3rd and 6.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Lambeau is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On first down, they go right back to Hunt. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Go! 18 Gator!
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got some space here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Here we go, set. 70, Indy. Hey, Charlie. Hey, lock it.
Watch twist.
Go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.